Here's 5 myths about generational wealth. I'm Bob DePasquale from Initiate Impact Virtual Family Offices, where we love to talk about generosity and generations. The first myth is that immense wealth is easily passed to the next generation, when in reality, about 70% of families lose their wealth by the transfer to the second generation, and then 90% by that third generation. There's all kinds of different reasons why this can happen. It could be accidents, it could be terrible catastrophes, but a lot of times it's simple things like conversations with the next generation about the meaning behind wealth and legacy of the family, or ways to responsibly manage the resources that you have. Myth number 2, all members of a wealthy family know how to manage money. This just isn't the case. In fact, there's a lot of them that don't. And so it's very important to provide education. And especially if there's one person, a matriarch or a patriarch, or someone else in the family who's known for taking care of all the finances, you gotta spread the knowledge, not just spread the wealth. The third myth is that parents talk to their kids about money. In fact, we found that a lot of times they don't. A lot of times they're busy doing the things that they need to make the money and manage it themselves, and they don't think about how young people need to learn, because eventually they're going to be responsible and they need to be the stewards of said wealth. Number 4 is a positive thing about the kids. We assume that kids are lazy, and that's not actually the case. We found that the second generation and the third generation are full of hardworking people that want to make a difference. The importance is the education. It's not the desire. Humans have a natural desire to be good stewards of the resources they have, because we know inherently that we need to take care of ourselves and the things that we have that will help us do that. So young people are not necessarily lazy. A lot of times they just need the education. And the 5th myth is somewhat related to the first one. It's that most families have inherited their wealth. And that's truly not the case. Based on the data that I said earlier, only about 30% have inherited after the second generation, and then to the third, only about 10%. So most people are working hard to build their fortunes and their financial wealth. So what does this mean? This means that it's not just luck for people. It's that you got to put in the work and the effort and some physical work, but also the mental work to prepare and to learn. And then ultimately, when you do earn and build wealth, how are you going to transfer it? And how are you going to teach the next generations how to be wise with their resources? Well, there you have it. 5 myths about generational wealth. The most important lesson is that you got to put the time and thought energy in to prepare and to teach the next generations on how to be responsible, and also how you earned your wealth and built your fortune. And when I say fortune, I don't just mean money. I mean influence and good feelings too. How do you build that fulfillment from the resources that you have? I'm Bob DePasquale from Initiate Impact Virtual Family Offices, wishing you an abundant, wealthy, and most importantly, generous rest of your day.